so this isn't actually part of the actual video, but my Beauty Bay order just arrived. It's not a huge order, it's quite small, but I thought I'd just kind of open it up and show you what I got. If you don't care, then my phone can shut up. And if you don't care, then you can just skip through the video to the actual makeup. I'll add a time somewhere on the screen where you can skip to where the actual video will start. But for any of you who do care and do love unboxing slash little hauls and stuff like I do, let's get into it. Some more LA Girl eyeliners. If you've watched my channel before, then you know that I'm obsessed with LA Girl eyeliners. The black ones, you know what, just LA Girl liners in general. So you've probably seen me use it tons of times, but I have a new black one that I got, and the one that I have is literally about that big. So I've got a new one, got my backup ready, and then I thought I would, you know, broaden my horizons and get some other colours. So I got a copper shade, which is called Metallic Copper, so it just looks like that. And then I got a blue, and this is called Royal Blue, and that's what that looks like. Oh, I got a Jeffree Star Velour Liquid Lipstick. Now this is actually the first Jeffree Star lipstick liquid lip that I've got. So I got, this was from his first collab that he did with Manny. So this is in the shade I'm Shook. They came out with two to start off with, I think. I don't know if they have a new one, I can't remember. Ooh! That is what the colour looks like. Oh, that's pretty! And the last two things that I got are from the brand Makeup Geek, and if you've watched me before, then you know that I absolutely love their eyeshadow pans. They're definitely just my favourite formula. I think that they are incredible. And they're super affordable as well. So I thought I'd get one of her pigments and also, what's this? A bronzer. So I got the shade Vegas Lights, which is just, can you guess? It's just a copper shade. That is the colour right there. Then I got a bronzer, and this is in the shade Tawny. So that is what the packaging looks like. That's super pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. That is the colour right there. So a lot of it, you know what, most of it is affordable and drugstore stuff. I think I may only have one, I think, high-end or two. So pretty much all of them are just things that I've never tried before, full-on first impressions. Not all of them are necessarily new products, so just things that I've never tried before. So gonna say this before I get into it. I have quite a few e.l.f. products, so if you don't like e.l.f., you may as well just leave now, because there's quite a bit of e.l.f. in here because I did a huge e.l.f. Shop. So they're both e.l.f. primers. Oh, I've got two. The first product that I have is the e.l.f. Lock-On Face Primer. So this is a brand new primer that they have... Who is doing fireworks at 11 o'clock in the morning? Yeah, this is a brand new primer that they've come out with. It's their Lock-On Face Primer, and it's in clear. It just says, I did not keep the packaging for any of the stuff in here. But I will just read it off the site. It retails for £9, which fair price. I think that's okay. So it says, get long-lasting makeup wear with this makeup gripper. While hydrating and refreshing your skin, this gel-like texture melts into skin, creating the perfect primed canvas for smooth makeup application. So I feel like it's going to be super tacky because it says gripper on here. So it says on here, so this is on the actual e.l.f. website, it says massage upwards and outwards. But I watched Kathleen Light's video and she did like a huge e.l.f. haul, and she used this in... Okay, they're either gunshots or fireworks. 11 AM. Can you let me film, please? Do it another time. Okay, so as I was saying, I watched Kathleen's video and she used this in it, and when she applied it, she said that the best way to apply it is to actually pat it into the skin, not rub it. So I'm going to ignore that and I'm going to listen to Kathleen. So yeah. Oh my god, that is sticky. Oh god, that's... I don't know if you can hear that. Oh god, this is so sticky. Oh god, look at that. Jesus. I was saying I didn't even finish my sentence. I already know. I'm 13 minutes into filming and I know this is going to be a long video. Oh, this, okay. I don't like how sticky it is, if I'm being honest. Like, it's too sticky. Like, there's tacky, which is good, but then there's just like glue on your face. That's the primer on. Obviously it's clear, so you're not going to be able to see anything right now. So I got another primer from e.l.f. This is also new. Illuminating Primer Mist. It sells for £9 as well. So it says, this water-based primer mist preps skin for smooth makeup application and a radiant look. We all like a bit of radiance, don't we? The soft illuminating formula creates an instant glow and is enriched with purified water, cucumber, vitamin B and E to nourish the skin, leaving it dewy and fresh. That sounds great. Oh! It's quite a fine mist. It hasn't gone everywhere, which is good. So, I don't know if you can see. I don't know if... Can you tell? Do I look illuminated? More illuminated? I don't know. I'm gonna, like, let it, like, pat it in a bit. But yeah, I feel like that's okay. Moving on to foundation next. And the one that I found was the W7 Genius Feather Light Foundation. So it looks kind of like the NYX, like, enhanced, they're not called enhancer drops, are they? The cover drops. And I got the shade Natural Tan, I think it's called. So I'm going to shake it because it is a liquid. Yep, so the drops as I thought they'd be. These are, because it says Feather Light, I feel like it's going to be super sheer. Shall I just drop it on my face or put... Okay, so nothing's coming out of the dropper. Oh, I just dropped it on my hand. So to blend this side of my face out, I'm going to use the Morphe Y6 brush. I might do the other half with my beauty blender, maybe. So let's see, should I zoom you in a bit more? It's a bit... I don't know what it is with like really affordable foundations. They always have this like salmony undertone. Like, I need olive. I need an olive undertone, not pink. I need olive. That looks really nice. Oh my god, I like this. Ooh! Okay, so it doesn't feel like I've got foundation on. It's kind of... It's gone the tiniest bit patchy, like here. Yeah, I feel like this could be the primer though. So I'm not 100%. I don't know if you won't be able to see it on camera, but like around here, it's broken up the tiniest bit and it has applied a bit, tiny bit patchy. I do the other half with my beauty blender, but I feel like it is literally just going to soak up all the product. So I'm just going to use my brush for all of the rest of the face. I have a small forehead. So I feel like for liquidy foundations and ones that have a lot sheerer coverage, obviously it's better to not use a beauty blender unless you want it to literally look like nothing on your skin, because obviously beauty blenders soak up the excess product, so you don't want it soaking up more because it's already sheer, if that makes sense. That's why I'm using this, and it's like a flat top, so it's going to really press in the product. This is like my favourite foundation brush as well. Okay, so obviously it's not covered up, so I have like a blemish here. You can still see it. But obviously it's a sheer, very lightweight foundation, so I'm not bothered. Alright, so hit or miss for the foundation. You know what, I'm going to say that it's good, and I'm going to take it as a hit because I have a feeling that it's the primer that, yeah, it's done it there as well. I don't know if you can see like this little spot here. Can you see it right? My hair. Right there, it's a tiny bit patchy. I feel like I'm going to have to play a lot more around with that primer, but I think the illuminating mist has made it a lot more dewy because my face is not normally this dewy. So yeah, I like the foundation and I like the spray. Okay, for concealer, okay, I don't have a new concealer, but I have a new concealer shade. I feel like everybody and their grandma's like favourite concealer is the Tarte Shape Tape. They're my favourites. I usually use the shade medium, but I don't like having a bright under eye anymore. So I've also picked up the shade Tan Sand, so I'm going to kind of mix these two together and apply them under the eye. I don't have a new powder, translucent powder or anything like that. So I'm not going to use my e.l.f. finishing powder for once. I know, congratulate me. I'm just going to use a powder that I haven't really used in a while. So this is the Bourjois Healthy Balance powder. So that is what it looks like. It's just kind of like a skin tone colour. So I actually really like that powder. I feel like I should use this a lot more. I feel like I look quite ill because like I'm just so like I haven't got anything on my eyes or like bronzer or anything. Okay, so I'm going to set down the eyelids. Do eyes and then come back to the face after. For eyeshadow today, I am going to be trying out this new NYX palette. So they have come out with a bunch of these new Elements palettes. So I obviously got Fire because it's the most warm toned one there is, obviously. So that is what the palette looks like. So pretty. I've already swatched it, that's why there are finger marks in there. But £25 for this. Obviously I haven't tried it on my eyes yet, so I don't know how it's going to perform, but just by looking at the shade range, to me, like, it's not got like a colour to do like a complete look from start to finish. Obviously it's got loads of nice shades in and I do love most of the colours in here, but for me personally, like every eyeshadow palette, especially if I'm going to be paying £25, it needs to have a black, which it does there. It needs to have like a matte bone kind of colour to like set down your eyeshadow primer, which this doesn't have at all. And it needs to have like a good brow bone highlight, which again this doesn't have unless you want to highlight with like that gold, which looks quite powdery. So like they could have easily replaced this like lime green shade, like that's quite powdery as well. So yeah, I don't know, I don't think I'd pay 25. Obviously I haven't used it yet, so I'll, you know, give my overall opinion once I've used it, but I don't really think, I just really wanted to try it and I just saw the warm tones in it and I bought it straight away. I'm gonna have to go get another eyeshadow palette because obviously this hasn't got normal transition colours in, so yeah, I might just I'm gonna go find another warm palette. So, okay, I've decided I'm taking the yellow. Okay, so that's pigmented, and this is a clean brush as well. So you can see that that's picked up a lot of yellow straight away. So I'm just going to apply this into the crease as well. I feel like yellow is like a really weird shade to use alone. So I'm kind of now wondering why I'm using yellow in my crease. That's actually blended out really nicely and it hasn't like blended away the product. The colour is still there. So that's okay. I like that. Nice. I like that. So I'm going to add an orange now. So I'm going to take this Morphe B81 and I'm going to take the orange shade from the palette. I'm only going to take a tiny bit because... Okay, I thought it was going to be more pigmented than... There's no kick up either on this one. Oh well, let's try it. So I'm going to just apply this slightly lower in the crease. I can't see. It's not as pigmented as the yellow, you know. I thought this was gonna be really pigmented. Like there's barely any kick up. Like, let me show you. Like if I dip my brush in, there's like barely any kick up. And when you tap it off there's like nothing, so maybe this is just like a shade you have to build up, which, you know what, I don't really have an issue with. Some people might. It's still giving off colour and pigment and I do like it. So I don't really have an issue with that. Don't mind it. I apologise for doing another warm toned look, but I feel like that's what most people like. I know I do. I love watching like warm toned eyeshadow looks and stuff. But I do have like a really cool toned wintry idea that I'm going to do probably in December. To use this red. I need this red in an eyeshadow pan. Like, if anyone knows a small eyeshadow pan colour that is literally that red, because I know I have the Sugar Pill shade, like it's called Love or something, but that is huge. It's like a blush pan shade, so it doesn't fit with my Makeup Geek one. So if anyone knows, please let me know if you know a small, you know, Makeup Geek pan size with that shade. Please let me know, because I need that. So that picked up so much. I'm gonna put this in the outer corner. Ooh! That is nice. This is like, oh, this literally reminds me of the Sugar Pill colour. But I feel like this is a lot more pinky toned than that one. That's a lot more kind of fiery red. This is quite, it's got a pinky undertone to it. I like it. I like this palette, I do. So, I like it, I like it. Okay, wait, quickly going back to the foundation. Just noticed, I feel like it's come off a bit here. Like, I don't know if that was like when I was powdering my face, but I can see my skin a bit. It looks nicer before. Okay, so it looked nicer before I powdered it. I know that's a bit weird. I don't know if you can see, like, here. There's like a patch. Okay. I'm gonna have to play around more with that palette, with that foundation. This shade and this kind of purple shade together. It's fairly pigmented, as is that. I'll just mix. I love mixing shades together. And I'm going to apply this in the outer corner of my eyes, just to deepen it up a bit. I'm just doing the same situation that I do in all of my videos. What are we going to do? Okay, so see, I have glitter and I don't know whether to use it. So obviously I've got the Vegas Lights, the Makeup Geek one that I showed you that I like that just arrived. So I've got this one here. And then I've also got, I ordered one from NYX and they're pretty much the same colour, but I feel like the NYX one's a bit darker. This is a bit more warm toned red and this is like a bronzy copper. Should I use glitter or should I just not? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna, NYX glitter glue is the best glitter glue in the world. It just is. It just is. Ooh, okay. So this is how the Makeup Geek one looks like. I'm just going to pour a bit into the cap. It's got like a little circle, which I guess you're supposed to pour it into. I've never used Makeup Geek pigments before, by the way. Ooh. This is so pretty. I can't even. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I sound like Janice from Friends, but oh my god, that's so nice. Can we just... that is fire! So we finish off the eyes. Ooh, I haven't done inner corner or brow bone. So I'm just going to go back to the Tarte palette because the NYX palette hasn't got it. And where's my inner corner? I'm going to take the shade Candle from the Tarte palette, which is just this shimmery champagne-y shade. And we're going to highlight the inner corner. Ooh! And I've watched like some of like the videos from like Makeup by Mario's like masterclass, and he was doing like a brow bone highlight on someone, and usually, so this is me personally, I don't know if anyone else does it, but when I do my brow bone highlight I kind of take it, the shape of my eyebrow, and take it all the way down to the tail from like the arch, like all the way from the front to the tail. But he was saying that to only do it at the highest point under your arch there, because if you do it kind of underneath here then it will drag your eyebrow down. and you don't want it to look like dragged down. And if you look at it now, he's right. That guy is a genius. So I'm just gonna... That is the eyeshadow all done. That glitter, oh my god, I'm still obsessed. It's kind of similar to this, like, shade from the NYX palette, which, oh my god, that's really pigmented. It's pretty similar, to be fair. So if you have this and you know, fell in love with that, just use that shade. Okay, moving on to eyeliner. So I used 2 of them in my previous video, or was it 2 videos ago? I think it was 2 videos ago in my duochrome eyeshadow look. I used the teal one and the purple one. So I got a set of e.l.f. eyeliners. These are all pencil ones, and I really like the fact that they have a sharpener. Hello. They have a sharpener as the lid. So yeah, they have sharpeners on the lids, which I think is just very convenient. It's great. So yeah, they weren't the most pigmented. They felt creamy when I kind of swatched them on my hands. But then when I applied them, don't know what really happened. So this is a swatch of the copper shade. This is, I don't know the name. I'll put it, they don't have them on them, but I kept the card that came with the box that had the shade names on. So I'll just put it in the description box for anybody that wants to know. So they're super creamy when you apply them on the hand. The black is probably the hardest one. The black is they're both supposed to have like shimmer in them. There you go, you can see obviously the black isn't super pigmented, and the copper, which is just below here, that looks super creamy, so I'm excited to try this. They both don't really have glitter, kind of like when you apply them onto the hand, the glitter kind of like rubs off and goes. But I don't mind, I didn't get them for the glitter. So I'm going to apply the copper shade on the waterline. I don't know if it's showing up. I can't really tell. No, it's not. No, it's just not showing up on my waterline at all. I'm just not going to use that. Let's go to LA Girl. That's crap, unfortunately, because it's swatched so good on the hand. It's really annoying. I'm going to use the LA Girl one that I got from Beauty Bay that I showed at the beginning. Just need to take this packaging off it. This is the shade Metallic Copper, and I will swatch it on this hand for you with my left hand, so it's not going to be great. Oh my god, that's so creamy. Oh my god. That is so creamy. It's more of a gold than a copper really, but let's use it anyway. At least it was really soft. I'm sure this one won't let me down. Yeah, that's straight on there. I don't know if you can see it. Straight on there. So smooth. Literally just like the black one. Can you tell? I feel like you can't really tell on camera, but this is really nice. Okay, back to eyeliner. I'm going to try the e.l.f. the black one, see if this one works. I'm just going to use this to tightline with. Okay, so this one is actually showing up on my, whilst I'm tightlining, so it's nice that this one wasn't a flop. Obviously I've just curled my eyelashes. And I'm then just going to apply some mascara. I haven't got a new mascara to try, but I've got one that I haven't used in a while. And I feel like with mascaras I always just gravitate towards my trusty ones, which are either the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, the L'Oreal Paradise, or the Clinique Chubby Lash. So I thought I would broaden my horizons and use this. So this is by Essence, which are a very, very affordable brand in the UK. And I think you can get them in the US as well. So, yes. And this is their Rock and Doll Crazy XXXL Volume Mascara in black. So I'm just going to use this. I haven't used this in a while. I can't remember how I thought about it. How I felt about it. It's very volumizing, I'll give you that. I'll give it that. But I feel like it's like gone, oh god, I feel like it's gone in my eye a bit. It's quite clumpy as well, I don't know if you can see. Like in my lashes it's quite clumpy. And like, I wear contact lenses as well, so if mascara like goes into my eye, it goes onto my contact lens, and it's not cute. It's not cute. So you know what, it is a good mascara, I'm not gonna lie, it is good. I've never actually said this before, but like when I do first impressions and stuff, or just my videos in general, like I don't care like what like the product is or how much I love like a brand or something, that I'm always going to be very honest in my videos, because that's just how I am. Obviously, like with a lot of products, and some products that I've tried today, some maybe I don't like, and I'm just going to be honest and tell you that I don't like them. I'm not going to say they're great if they're not. Obviously I have to give like the products also a fair shot and try them out a bit more, and I can't just, you know, tell you, oh I hate this, don't buy it. I've come at a time where there is a product that is literally just that bad, and you guys see it is that bad on camera. In that case obviously I tell you don't buy it or whatever, but aside that aside, I guess all I'm really like saying right now is that I'm always going to be completely honest with what I think about products. I'm not here to like bash brands or anything, obviously. Eyes are officially done, we can now move on to the face. So just to finish off the face, we've got a few bits now. So I'm going to highlight next, and this is the Lottie London Shimmer Squad highlighting palette. I've never used anything from Lottie London before. I think I have one of her brushes. It was alright, wasn't anything special. So this is what her highlighting palette looks like. It's just cardboard packaging, it's quite light, it's not too chunky, I think it's okay. And then it's got this on the back, so it has kind of a picture of a girl, and it's showing like where to kind of highlight. I mean, I don't put, who puts highlight? I think that is supposed to be her cheekbone, even though that's literally like her under eye. That's like where I put concealer, so I think that should be slightly lower personally, but you know. I'm gonna apply, I'm going to show swatches on my hands of every single shade, but for face highlight I'm just gonna mix, I'm gonna just mix all three of those together. I just really like mixing shades together personally, so that's what I'm going to do with those three. Obviously that's too light for my skin tone. Dabble a bit in all of them, you know. Tap off any excess, give my nose an itch, and then I'm going to apply it here. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. So I'm just going to use Queen Bee and the Flirt now, which are the darker ones, because I feel that's a bit too light. Oh my god, that's so pretty. Oh my god. Everyone buy this right now. Love. I feel like they kind of apply a bit lighter on the skin though. Like this looks quite white, doesn't it? Obviously it looks, oh, it looks so good though, like love, love, love. For bronzer I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Pro Bronze Fusion Bronzer. There is no shade name on here, it just says bronzer on the back. But this is what it looks like. Very pretty, very pretty. Yeah, it's got like a nice sheen to it. I don't know if you, yeah, you can see it there. You can see it on camera there a little bit. It's got a very nice glow, like a nice sheen, no chunky glitter I can see. So that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Oh, that's so nice. That gives like the nicest glow as well. Like, ooh, that looks so good with this highlighter. Like, girl. I've heard really good like things and like really good reviews about the Makeup Forever bronzer, so I thought I would try one. This is so nice. It reminds me of the Physicians Formula one. Really like this bronzer, I really do. I think it's applied really nicely. The shade is perfect. It's not too pigmented and it blends really nicely into the skin. For blush, I am going to be trying the Kylie Cosmetics Pressed Powder Blush in the shade X-Rated. That is what the back of her packaging looks like. This is a very expensive blush. It's just, she's so overpriced. I mean, there's me like ripping on her for being so overpriced. Yeah, I still bought it. You know. So, let's apply this. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it just takes a bit to build up with. Which, you know, not mad about because I don't like super pigmented blushes. Personally anyway, so I'm not gonna hate. Do kind of like this blush actually. It's like a nice peachy corally shade and they're kind of like my favourite blushes to wear. Put it everywhere, you know. Okay, I do quite like that actually. That is a really nice shade. Alright. We all done. I'm just going to set the face now actually. We're all done. And oh, and then I've got lips. So I have two sprays here, a high-end and a drugstore one. So to actually set the face, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set Spray. You know what? It hasn't left any. It's a very, very powerful spray, I will say that. Like, you can just hear it. You can hear it, can't you? Like, that's so powerful. But you know what? And that was quite close to my face as well, and it has not left any white specks in my makeup at all. So, you know what? I feel like I might like this. I'm gonna try it when I'm like going out for a full day and stuff, and actually see how it wears, and you know, try it like that. Then for another setting spray, I'm just gonna use this. This is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Got the mini one. Ooh, that's got a, it's like the e.l.f. one. Give it a shake. Then let's try this. This better have a good spray. It's high end. I expect big things from this setting spray. Oh, that, no. Let's try that again on my face. Are you having a laugh? I can't feel it. Are you joking me? I can't see myself being any more dewy than it already was, but okay, I'll try that a bit more and let you know, but off the bat, that's not cute. For lips, I haven't even opened it. This is also by Lottie London, and it is her Slay All Day Long Wear Matte Liquid Lipstick. God, Slay All Day, that's so cringy. Like, I couldn't imagine like naming, like, if I ever had my own products, I couldn't imagine naming it like Slay. Just okay, anyway. Let's not judge, let's not judge. So this is in the shade, this is in the shade Fleek. So this is what it looks like. The shade, you know what, the colour looks so nice. Obviously I swatched the tester before I bought it. Very pretty, very pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. I do like it. This is actually really soft. Okay, so I really like the colour of this, and it's really creamy. It doesn't feel dry at all. Ah, I love this colour. I really, really like the shade. Hasn't transferred onto my teeth either. yeah, I really like this actually, I really do. That case was fine, there was literally no issues, so hasn't transferred at all. That completes this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, thank you so much for 200 subscribers. I am very grateful and I love you all. And yeah, I guess that's it. Let me know if you enjoyed the first impressions. I know this video was so long and I'm sorry, I just talk a lot. Just give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and leave me some comments down below so we can chat. So yeah, let me know if you've tried any of these products as well, and I will shut up now and let you go. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Beep! No, I'm joking. I just typed in elf and it came up with Ellen DeGeneres. We're only getting older, baby. Okay. Why am I singing One Direction? Okay, so do you like my Santa? I've put my Christmas decorations up, but you can't see them. But you can see my little Santa. He dances as well. Okay. Such a mission to sit down. That is the most stupid complaint I've ever heard in my life. I'm gonna take... Oh, look how clean my brushes are. Like, can we just... I clean them all. Ooh, they clean. That went down my ear. So did that.